One of the things that never fails to amuse me is how women like to teach other women about how men think or feel or why they do certain things. And we're starting to see this show up more and more from women who declare themselves to be dating coaches, trying to tell other women how to respond to what men are doing. For example,
this is exactly why I say never accept a coffee date. Look at what this man said. Coffee date is the best way to vet women. When a man invites you out for a coffee on a first date, he's essentially asking you to prove yourself to him.
Now I have to jump in and say, she's absolutely right. That's exactly what the man is looking for. And it's exactly why he should only ask her, or any woman for that matter, out on coffee dates. Because in order to see if she's worthy of pursuing, to see if she's one of the so-called good ones, you don't need to spend the hundreds of dollars on a dinner date. 30 minutes to an hour, having a cup of coffee, is more than sufficient to do that. And what's hilarious is that the women who are so opposed to that are showing flat out that they're not one of the so-called good ones. So this dating coach is actually misleading women by saying what she's saying. But she doesn't just stop there. She doubles down.
Because he thinks he's the prize to be won over.
No, darling, that's what women think. Women think they're the prize that needs to be won over, when the reality is nobody's a prize. A first date should be about nothing more than trying to see if there's any compatibility, if there's any chance for a possible relationship. It's not about winning someone over. It's about getting to know someone. Nothing more. And again, you don't need some extravagant date to accomplish that. A cup of coffee is more than sufficient.
He's giving you bare minimum.
Once again, today's modern women showing their true selves, where they declare anything a man does is nothing more than the bare minimum. Her expectation is that the guy needs to go all out for her, right from the get-go. And gentlemen, you need to listen to women who say things like that. Because if they're expecting you to go all out on that first date, that first meeting, where you're not even sure you're going to be compatible, what do you think's going to happen long term? Are they ever going to be happy in any possible relationship? Are they ever going to settle for anything that you offer? Are they ever going to appreciate it? The answer, my friends, is no. No, they're not. It will always be nothing more than the bare minimum. Unfortunately, many men can't seem to realize that. But that is the reality. These women are all about the money and the status. And it will never be anything more than that for them. It's not about love, and they don't care about you as a person. What matters to them is how much you're going to spend on them. Gentlemen, hear me and hear me loud and clear. You should be avoiding these women at all costs. They are who they are, and that's okay. They're entitled to be that way. But they're not entitled to take advantage of you. And the only way that can happen is if you let them.
And let's be honest, for a woman to go on a date, you're gonna do your makeup, do your hair, spend some time to look presentable, right? But men can just hop out of the shower and come out. And believe me, men know that.
No, what men know is that all you really need to do is hop in the shower and get out. And the truth of the matter is, that's what most of us would prefer. We want to see the real you, the one that's going to come to bed every night, not the made-up, glamorous you that once we get into a relationship with you, we're never going to see again. We want to see you for who you actually are, not some face that you've painted on to try and impress us with.
So tell me, if you are a woman with the slightest sense of dignity and self-worth, would you really waste so much of your time to go out on a $5 coffee date with someone? Would you though?
Oh dear God. What she doesn't realize is that the women who will go on the $5 coffee dates, those are the ones that are the actual prizes. Those are the ones that have the self-confidence, self-worth, and self-assuredness to present themselves for who they are. They don't need to hide behind a mask of makeup trying to impress the guy by being something they're actually not. That takes more guts than painting a face on. And it's something that men will appreciate far more than the other way around. These dating coaches are actually teaching these women how to fail in relationships. They're trying to get them to be fake, phony, hide behind makeup, instead of being their genuine selves. They're trying to get them to make it all about the money instead of about the relationship. The bottom line, ladies, is this. You have to make a choice because men are no longer going to be doing the extravagant, expensive wooing that you all expect. They have found that there's no point in doing it, that they get taken advantage of when they do it. So you can either accept that coffee date and maybe, just maybe, find a happy, healthy relationship one based on who you both are as people, or you can do what this dating coach is advising. Make it all about the money and show that you don't care about him as a person, but only about how much he's going to spend on you.